Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Grandad.
What up, party people, and welcome.
It's still good. We got this.
To episode 79 of
79.
Two Bandits Watching Bluey.
Oh my gosh!
I'm your good pal, Greg Painter.
I see him in the flesh right there.
And with me, a
Yes.
man who always eats his pumpkin seeds.
100%. I love pumpkin seeds. They don't make me sick. Makes me big and strong. My name's Mike Martin. What's up?
What's up, party person? And
Hey, bud.
hey, guess what?
Hey. Yeah.
It's episode 79.
Yes, it is.
Which is exciting, but know what else this is?
Well, we've done mini episodes,
We've done minis, we've
done
done
tidbits.
brackets, we've done
interviews with Brum.
short poems that I've recited. This is our 100th recording
Triple
of this lovely
digits.
little podcast. Happy 100!
What?
We did it!
All right.
I believe in us.
So,
They said it would last.
from our good friend over on Spotify, I think Cade, who said that they affirmed it. It was Greg singing they were talking about on our Spotify song.
Cade!
Would you like to sing any sort of happy anniversary song for it? No, not at all.
Happy anniversary to you.
There we are.
Times 100.
See, that's why he does it. Just for those comments. That's why we're here. That's
For
only
the
reason
love of the game. But
no, we're not.
I love it so much. Love doing this so much. And I
you?
love this episode so much, my friend. So let's hop into it. We're talking Grandad today.
We are part of the chili brand today.
We-
Not a lot of bandit happening around it.
There is
all
negative bandits in this one.
in these parts.
But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, let's see what our friends at WikiBluey got to say about it.
It's gonna sound wholesome. Hey, Greg, what's a granddad? Oh,
Mort is supposed to be resting, but when Bluey and Bingo go to visit him, he makes a run for it.
he does.
Yes, with the kid, does run for it with the kids and takes them on a madcap adventure into the bush.
A madcap adventure.
A madcap adventure
Did
into
you
the bush.
also Google what a madcap adventure was?
It's what they're doing. Gotta love it.
Just some whimsical music in the background, and I'm gonna get you.
And I have a note about it later on too when they
Okay.
say they're making a dash into the bush. That feels like not the safest place for Heartworm Grandad and two littlies just to be randomly exploring in. I've seen the spiders and snakes and
Yep.
crocodigators and
The animal crocodigators. I think Bluey has been a little bit of a soft cushion push of what is in the wildlife of the Aussie back, because I don't think they're going into the whole outback vibe, but going to the creek and all that kind of stuff. It seems like Grandad, if something pops up,
series wrap.
oh no, this episode's called Hospital again.
Oh,
no,
dear.
no.
But we have an interesting start on this one. We're starting in the car and clearly a different locale.
Traveling.
I love the little twangy Bluey theme.
You got the
It's
banjo
It's like
going.
banjo Bluey theme. It
Yep.
was such, just to kind of show this is a unique place. We're in the bush. We're in the outback.
I mean, I guess you could say it is questionable to where Mort lives, because I don't want to say it. It feels like
it feels far away.
Yes, it's not an often experience that you get to hang out with Grandad.
Yeah, and it's season 3 spoilers, but when he comes to visit in Phones? Yeah. He's very
restaurant?
much like, I haven't been to the city in a while, and seems very, very out of sorts. So I think it's very country, a bit of a day trip to go see Grandad.
Yes, and I mean, yeah,
It's a long enough trip that we need lunch in the car.
Lunch in the car. You got to make sure you're still eating, because she wants to make sure that they are eating before they do get to Grandad's. I don't think, even though there's a lot of storyline with Bandit side of things when it comes to Nana and what have you, I don't think we're going to get any storyline that's on Mort's side of things of Chili's mom.
I think you are correct, it seems.
Yeah.
But you never know. Anybody can show up.
Never know, because she is in photos in
Yeah.
the background of certain things. When I did a little bit of digging on the episodes, but they're younger photos. So there are some things that I pulled up and I was just like, oh no, I kind of agree with that theory that it's just Mort living his Mort life. And
Listen, there's enough teary moments in this one. We don't need to go on.
I've got things to back it up, so don't worry. We're gonna truck, baby. We're gonna truck.
Bluey doesn't want to eat pumpkin seeds, but they'll make you big and strong, Bluey.
Hey, Greg.
Shouldn't it be my decision? Yeah.
Oh, that quote is obviously universal in it. Remember the time you had pumpkin seeds in my apartment?
In your apartment? Yeah.
12 years ago and got really not healthy.
Yes.
Are you big and strong today, though?
I am big and strong today.
So proud of you, then.
We like our pumpkin seeds.
We roasted them in the oven.
We roast them in the oven too with cinnamon. That's just like cinnamon sugar and stuff on them.
Like that. Such a bad decision. But Greg ate them like a champ, and
I somehow survived to tell the story.
Oh, he wasn't looking too great, folks.
I think there was other things that were ingested,
Possibly, probably.
beverage-wise, that probably also didn't help me.
Them teenagers.
Us kids now. Kids, whippersnappers we were a good 15 plus years ago, I think, at this point. But doesn't want to eat them. Shouldn't it be up to me? Would you eat them if it was? No. Then no.
Sneaky that Bluey throws that out in the beginning of the episode when it is an overarching one coming from Chili and Mort.
Because this isn't one. A lot of times they go out to teach their kids a lesson through a game.
Right.
But that's not what happens here. The lesson kind of finds the kids because Chili's not playing a game.
Yeah.
And we might have some debate on that in a little bit. I'm not sure. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves because, like I said, this is an interesting one.
When is Chili planning on leaving? Like
This is...
Is it
I think this is Chili and the kids coming in town for a few days. Bandits, maybe this is during the 6 weeks that Bandit's gone.
Sure.
Maybe it's that time. We're coming out. Granddad was
Do you
had
think
his-
Chili's staying with the kids?
Oh, I think this is a... Oh, I don't think this is a drop and go. I think this is a...
We're going to visit Granddad.
Dad just got out of the hospital. Let's go visit him to make sure everything's good. I can help out around the house. I can help pick up, make sure he's behaving himself.
And then they show up, and he's doing his own stump fest.
Taking his heartworm... I literally wrote, cue Granddad having a solo stump fest.
He is literally stump festing by himself, sitting in the driveway, living his best life. So I think...
He's very much I don't care how old I am doing what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me nothing.
Heartworms.
Poor heartworms. Hey Mike, what's a heartworms? You have a dog, I assume you know, so I didn't look it up.
He does not have heartworms, but my question was, can humans have heartworms?
Oh, I'm gonna say no.
They can!
Oh no!
But in the United States, a heartworm infection in dogs and humans is an endemic in the east and southeast regions of what? Oh, in the United States. Thank you. It's believed that the organism is in humans via mosquito bite, and from there the migrates to the tissues where they mature after 80 to 120 days. In humans, they cannot thrive. So humans cannot get heartworms.
Thanks for that, pal. I appreciate that knowledge, buddy.
But when's the last time you think Chili came out to see Grandad? Because she's surprised by his activeness, I guess you could say. And he's got stump fest going on. He's got tires all over the yard. He's got ladders.
I don't think it's like a haven't been there in years type of thing, but I think this is our first visit since hospital.
You think it's like,
and I think it's like that because a lot of time when you're kind of living a more countrified life, the ladder stays out year long, and you don't have to really worry about picking anything up because nobody's around.
Sure.
So I think that's more of that than it being like in disrepair situation.
So it's his neighbor is 1.5 miles over there.
Yeah.
So that's why he's
Maynard's not close, so you don't have to worry too hard.
Maynard.
We'll get to Maynard.
It's wherever Maynard wants to be.
But I can't jump over it because it's crucial to the episode.
Go ahead.
Bingo wants to go in the canoe, Granddad.
Yep.
That's how we learned, though, about the heartworms in camp. But that's Bingo. Very, very much Bingo moments. Very much in the. I know we're talking about lots of other things happening here.
No,
but canoe.
Yes.
That's Bingo's only thought.
That's what she's
only
here
need.
for, folks.
It's canoe fest.
You can't argue with her. Yes. Like, Granddad is doing what Granddad's doing, but we're gonna get to the canoe, right?
We'll get there.
Okay, good.
But we're getting there quick because kids hop out of the car. Oh, Struth, kids, run quick!
Go ahead and just level me with that one.
An expression of surprise or dismay. Struth. I never...
That's just a...
Yeah?
It's
It's an Aussie slang. Aussie slang.
It's
For
Aussie
surprise.
slang.
Yes.
Okay. I was concerned that you were going to say, no, it's just generalized everywhere. What? Stuth?
Struth.
Struth.
S-T-R-E-W-T-H.
So slippery truth. Oh, you struth. Well, that sounded like a sneeze.
Struth.
Struth.
But we're meant to be resting, and they just run, and they run, and they run, and that house is almost as long as the hallway upstairs at Bluey's, because that house goes on forever.
That's got some healer construction going on behind it. There's a lot going on, but a lot of this, now that you've placed that on the plate, makes a lot more sense. Is Chili's there to stay too for a little bit, so all of this is making a little bit more sense of it's not just dropping off the kids, because I'm like, Grandad, why are you being such a freaking boob?
I also
running away.
I also think that'd be just like a real rough move on Chili and Bandits. Like, just get out of the house with the heartworms. Have 2 kids. That's easy to do. 2 kids that always want to be playing a game. Mm-hmm. Have fun, Grandad. Don't forget your heartworm medication.
That's true too. Yeah. Okay.
Roll it up in a piece of cheese.
This is making a lot more sense
so it goes down.
I was a little iffy on the Chili and Grandad situation of like, why are they willing to just chase them around the entire lake just to be like, all right, cool, great, all right, kids are good, deuces.
I think everybody's staying for a few days.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
Okay.
Water sprinkler move was a good play by Grandad.
Because he knows his land.
He knows it's like strategic defense that he has set up. And I got a question. I got another question about Grandad's whole deal.
Okay.
Because I'm curious about a thing, but I'll save that for a moment from now when we get to the heart of it.
Tactical sprinkler, job well done. The end.
Head into the bush.
Yep.
The dangerous Aussie bush. God help them. Where are those cheeky dogs? They're hiding in a tree's roots. Mm-hmm. Gave me big... I don't know if you didn't really Lost watch, did you?
Did not Lost.
Like, that was like a thing in Lost, like those giant trees with like exposed roots, and they like would hide from smoke monsters and stuff in them.
There's
that
also...
was very, very Lost-esque feeling to me.
There's a very strong Lord of the Rings reference there.
Oh, yeah?
Where they're hiding underneath the bushes, and I've seen it on a couple Reddit threads where like, is this a direct pull from the Lord of the Rings reference? Because it's that whole... underneath the roots and hiding and see somebody looking around. So sames.
Lord of the Rings, or as my wife calls it, the 3-hour movie about walking.
Well, there's 3 of them, so it's 9 hours. It's a lot. There's a lot of walking. There's a lot of walking.
Nobody knows the scrub like me.
Well, that's Chili.
That's Chili.
That's Chili getting those vibes.
And I do like more just like, she's right, Just she grew up. I like him explaining to the kids, like, this is where she's from. This is where she grew up. So just giving them the lay of the land, like, this is her just visiting. This is Chili Town.
She knows this is Chili Town. Philadelphia. She knows what she's dealing with here.
But and then with Granddad Bluey, like, I have a plan, and just you hear whisper. I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, sweet boy.
Very Granddad-esque. Granddads can't hear.
He's
because his hearing aids aren't in. Chili took him one day to get hearing aids, got them fitted. They spent the thousands of dollars for it. He never wears them.
Why are you mad at Mort right now? You're throwing some shade on Mort right now, aren't you?
He needs to know to listen sometimes.
Oh.
Gotta listen to Chili Dog.
Oh, I gotta start pivoting on my choices moving forward, but...
We'll see. But Bluey throws the stone. It's smart. Like, Bluey's...
That's a quick little move. That's a great pivot.
It works. Boom, we're gone.
Roll for distraction, because she nails it. Yes.
A bingo, cheeky bingo. Why don't we go to the canoes?
Smart thinking.
Exactly. So they decide to walk via the creek.
She's full of pumpkin seeds and power right now. I don't know what you're...
I do like the character growth we see from Bluey in this moment, though.
What's that?
Because the last time that we went walking towards a creek, we were scared of everything along the way, nervous to get wet, nervous to play. And she just, like, hops right into the water, gets her feet all muddy.
Yeah, because with Bandit, it was like a ha-ha, come along. And with Grandad here, it is a, come on, let's go down by the creekway. So... But I mean, I don't think there's any less encouragement from either situation. I think it
just less nervousness on her.
Yeah, it's not one's better than the other to convince her. It's just she is confident now. So it's great.
Poor Granddad's struggling, though.
Yep.
He's in the back. I'm waiting for a sneak attack.
So this is where it becomes just completely blatantly obvious. And I think it was the case in the previous episodes, but he's a veteran of some bloody sort.
Could have used you in the jungle.
Yeah. He's not hiding any of it. And even in Sticky Gecko, is it Sticky Gecko, I think, where it's his photo that he's got the photo of Grandad. Yeah. Where he's got the pin.
Oh, that's true.
Bluey wants to wear the pin like he does.
Oh, you got me.
It's a photo of Grandad, so it's Mort in the background of the photo.
He was either in the military or he really likes the movie Predator. Because I got huge Predator vibes. Of like
military, but you do you.
Put the mud on your face so they can't see you.
Yeah, because
Chili's the Predator in this one.
No, well, he's putting on his best Arnold. Yes, he is. In the background, in that moment where he's throwing on the mud, do you see on the tree?
What?
So on the tree in the background, they're throwing on mud. Gotta hide, because she knows these parts. And on one of the trees, there is etching of the word chili on one of the trees in the background. So these are her woods. She knows.
She's claimed that tree.
So it's... And you got to think... I mean, to get closer towards the second half of the episode, Brandy and Mort, we don't know much of their connection. Chili's sister.
Yeah.
And... So Chili.
Don't Bluey explain who
well,
Brandy is to
I know,
me.
But I'm saying it for anybody hanging out with it that doesn't know. They haven't seen this. But Mort and Chili, then you think about it, and if there's no mom, then you're looking at just like one direct connection, and it gets a bit heavier with the strings of the two being tied together. So, and Mort he wants to be Mort.
He doesn't want to be an old man.
No, he doesn't.
Nobody wants to be an old man.
Because these are his
Especially
grounds.
old men.
So him walking around, like Chili walking around right now, chasing the kids, she's seeing things from her childhood. Like, I haven't seen that in 5 years. That's every day for him. So he's always around it. So he's a different flavor of adult going around those parts and just being old and bushy tailed and hanging out with Maynard.
Granddad's winded, kids are hungry, but he's got a
He
plan
is
for that.
Winded, yes.
And then cute Mum the Tracker, who just like flies down basically. Just like I was waiting for her to do like the superhero pose when she landed there.
Pretty much has that, like, you could zoom in and she does the eyes,
the intensity,
left and right, because gosh,
because again, she's not playing a game.
No,
she is on the hunt.
Mm-hmm. Very much willing in the process too. She's not hesitating to slow down, even though she knows that it's not good for Dad. It's weird, isn't it?
So I don't think before I wrote this question down,
Uh-huh.
I think you might have answered my question. But why is Granddad? He says he buries it just in case you need food. But why is he burying a backpack? My thoughts were, again, military might be right, but I didn't know if he's on the lam and he thinks that any day he could have to run, if he betrayed the mob, so he needs a go bag. Or if he's a doomsday survivalist and he's got it just in case the zombies come knocking on the door.
He's counting down the days. He's like, don't worry, I've got beans and...
But I suppose military and basically a dust-off bag, I guess?
I don't think he exhibits a lot when it comes to some forms of like military PTSD, symptoms. I think he might be doing it more for the fun of it, for knowing that Bingo and Bluey might show up so he can do those things. I don't know.
Bury some beans in the backyard.
Well, how far away are those beans from the house? I would say quarter mile.
You think that's that far?
I think. To run a mile in my high school was 4 laps of the track. And I think it's 1 lap of the track that you can find those beans that he knows where he's going. He's going towards the water. He's going to find Maynard.
Going to find
right
the boat. Well, he doesn't think he's trying to find Maynard.
No,
because he
didn't
forgot.
go high road or low road.
Exactly. So Mom's an expert tracker, but I don't know how great she is at running.
Really?
Because they literally stop after she catches them for a solid 30 seconds of chit-chat to figure out which way to go. And old Chili Dog can't catch up.
That's true, too. And they get a long time to hang out with Maynard.
They certainly do.
Dang.
For somebody who knows those woods. So that made me wonder, too, like, is she
Is she playing along, or is she?
But she seems pretty darn serious about it.
She seems very serious about
I know
it.
she said that she's got stubby legs when she was bingo sized. Maybe she's just not the best runner still, too. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's got to be a time warp situation where they're just monkey singing songs, mate. You gotta let something play out there, because that's the story writing happening. Maybe
who knows? Maybe there was a scene that was deemed too controversial in between those two bits that got edited out, so we'll never know.
Mike will choose to not comment on that
I
situation.
also will, because I'm from America, so I've never seen that episode.
Hashtag release the poop cut is the only thing I'll say.
Hashtag release the poop cut.
Let sleeping.
Moving on.
Oh gosh. Oh, don't get me going, man.
It's okay. We'll just exercise after this. It'll be fine. Anyway,
Water weight, Greg. Oh, bring me Maynard now.
Poor Granddad's thumbs. Also,
yeah.
I can kind of relate to that, because I kind of got to I see you doing the same thing too. I blame for our generation and all to come. Like, we're all gonna have bad thumb problems just from like texting,
issues?
like the texting thing.
thumb's good, dog.
Oh, I've got a few years on you. Wait, tell me how your thumbs are in 3
I got
years.
piano and guitars going with me. I got thumbs, baby. Don't
Youngin.
worry.
Well, fine then.
Supposed to click
So me and Granddad only have bad
There you
thumbs.
go. Mort it up, baby. Those 4-letter names. Oh, crap. Mine is a 4-letter name. Never mind. No, moving on.
But I like the little, we have that mini exchange from doing a little time jump ourselves right here now.
Sure.
But that mini exchange between Granddad and Bluey, like, can't open up this bag, want some pumpkin seeds. Oh, no, I don't like them. Well, you should eat them to be big and strong.
Well, shouldn't I?
Shouldn't I? It's what your mom said. Shouldn't you listen? Shouldn't you?
Full circle. Full circle.
Exactly.
It's easy.
And we
peasy.
get that.
The lessons.
We get that slight knowing look from Mort. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
She might be onto something here.
All these little ones are smarter than I am. Not smarter than I am. Just they're smarter than I think they are. Is what it is.
Know who's taking those seeds though?
Bingo's all about it. You know what?
Someone big and strong in a canoe. Because again, one track mind.
Yeah. But that's her goal. Going to Granddad's. What motivates her to go to Granddad's right now?
Canoe time.
I'm highly doubting that his Wi-Fi is stellar. So the tablet time's not going to work out so hot.
Well, he doesn't know what a nap is.
He doesn't know what an app is.
It's still a long time until he learns what a nap is.
He doesn't know what an app is, but I'm sure he knows what a nap is. Like,
Oh, but
hey, old man jokes here to play.
Old man, speaking of old man jokes, time for a new character alert.
Oh,
It's Maynard.
so I'm guessing you're not very pro Maynard.
What? How can you not love Maynard?
Oh, you do like Maynard. You're pro Maynard.
Why do you think why do you think I'm anti Maynard?
Why I think that you are going towards the negative side of Maynard. I don't know. I felt like he was too easy peasy and wouldn't help out Granddad in that situation.
Oh, he helped Granddad. He kind of helped Granddad.
Kind of. Like, the first thing you don't say to Chili when you're sitting there looking completely disheveled, like you haven't had something in 10 years, and he's got the big bushy, not the beard, he's got the mustache thing going on too, and he's just like, Chili!
He's just Fisher Dog.
You get a haircut?
Gotta
Boy hasn't gotten a haircut in 6 years.
So, God, what's going on? Gotta hide us. Is it the aliens?
Is it the aliens?
Unironically, he's not joking for the kids' benefit.
No, that's full Maynard. That's exactly how he lives his life, and he's just there to catch one type of fish. It seems, just one fish. I don't know what kind of fish it is. You're gonna know the name of it.
It's a barra.
What kind of fish is a barra?
I am pretty sure, based on my research, it's a barramundi, which is basically an Australian sea bass type of deal. For some reason, up until looking that up, I assumed barracuda. But those aren't
that's
fishing. Yeah.
That's canon. Come on. Would you ever have like a fish like that in your house? Like a piranha?
No.
Really?
God, no.
One, like just like that'd be so cool. Just little.
No, thank you.
Nope. It terrifies me thinking about it now.
I'm about to say you're staring at an empty space and you're like, looking frightened.
I didn't like the idea anymore because I thought about a little piranha and just like, like no, it's terrifying.
I like Maynard because Maynard's saying, why won't you just do what you're told?
See?
Trying to tell him. And I do like poor Mort from the shed. Like, hold together, Maynard.
Hold together, man. He's got his face paint on, and he's clenched with the lilies.
Maynard's clearly, I think Maynard's rocking solo. I think he's just been fisherman all his life, just sitting at that pond, hanging out.
He probably lives there.
Can it, Maynard? Where are they?
He's basically just his next door neighbor, right? They're just bros.
They're just hanging.
See?
On their 80 acres of land
That could
in
be
the
the life
bush.
that we live in the future. You know?
One day.
One day, what are you doing tomorrow?
I feel like you're the Maynard in the story.
Not arguing at all. There's no. I can totally
sitting by your pond, waiting for the aliens to come get you.
I'm going full Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 over here. Got to quit the band now. Sorry, story's over.
So my first tear, not tears, my first tear moment here, because I'm his daughter. He should take care of himself because I still need him.
I'm gonna go through the listing of it.
Only an old fool would ignore that.
I'll say it now then. It's where it cements the fact that there's no mom across the board, and it's a post that I saw, but it's a timeline of it, how it kind of adds up. And it's when she's having doubts the first time when she's a mom, and Coco's mom tells her, "You're doing great." Gosh, that hurts. Then the mother-in-law, Nana, keep asking how Bluey's doing when she's born, and then Wendy's the one that cooks some lasagnas and casseroles after Bluey is born.
It's too many lasagnas.
There's too many
casseroles.
Lasagnas. So there are big moments where she should be like, "I want my mom," but doesn't have that.
Oh, dude,
Somebody
stop
goes,
it!
I know it's
That's
why there's no grandmom episode. Like, So there's a lot of people there for Chili, and that's a great thing. Shout out to all the friends that take place of people who don't have mums in their lives. So cool, great vibes. Cool, Maynard,
got a bite. Looks like a bear.
I got it.
One of my favorite lines of this episode. We're cooked, kids. Maynard is not catching that pole.
Nope.
No
it's
chance.
gone.
That is gone forever. That poor Bera is going to have a really awkward conversation when he gets home.
It's an edit mistake to not have Maynard flopping the background trying to find his fishing pole while they're canoeing in that moment, because poor Maynard.
Time to run. Where to?
The canoe.
I do like to. This is, while we may have been picking on editing and creative decisions that, well, actually no, that's not creative decision on Bluey's fault. We might be mad about what people are saying is in an episode. I very much like when they run to the canoe, the kids instantly put on life jackets.
I agree.
That was a very nice little, I don't want to say unnecessary ad, but it's something you wouldn't expect to see happen, but
knowing
just
it's
the
second
responsibility
nature for the
of
child
it. Yes. And that's a small, quick, easy lesson that you can be like, see, even Bluey and Bingo know you can't go in the canoe without a life vest.
Boom.
Love it.
And even when they go swimming after, Bluey doesn't have hers, and then Bingo puts hers back on, or vice versa. It's either they're both wearing it, or one of them removes. Because Bluey's like, I can swim in shallow water. And Bingo's like, nah, dog, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, Bluey just pops right in the water, and Bingo does that cute little Bingo slowly creeping her way in it.
And it's just, but, let other people judge how this show should be run. I got plenty.
Save it for Two Bandits After Dark.
Oh,
give it real feels.
We've had talks already, folks. Let us know if you want to hear it. And
anyway,
Patreon, we'll do it.
We're a positive and happy podcast. Dang it!
Of course you are. No questions asked. We don't swear. We're fantastic.
What are we gonna do? We canoe. Canoe.
I truly think it's one of the first things Finn took from this show. I really do.
That's one of Olivia's favorite. So there's side story time, because that's what we do.
Yes.
We're going to good old Disneyland here from today. From today being 2 days from now. Oh, yes, sure. 70 days.
What?
70 days from now, we are heading to Disneyland.
Yep.
And one of the rides that I really want to do is they have because it's not in Disney World, is the Davy Crockett canoe.
Okay.
Where it's like a 20-person actual canoe, and you canoe around Disneyland. And Liv's a little bit freaked out about the idea of it because she is anti-water.
And how do you...
She's extremely anti-water ride. And I was like, we got to do it, Livy, though, because then you can get it and you can go, canoe, while you're roasting. That turned her around on it a little bit. So we might have it. Just keep watching that episode before we go.
Okay.
Get me my canoe trip.
Oh gosh.
They get away, but cute chili dog. She's already wet. She got sprayed with a sprinkler.
Yep.
She is diving right in.
It's go time for
and
her.
swimming for it.
She's not stopping.
Again, she is a mix of Predator and Terminator 2 robot.
Well,
she's not giving up.
When we watched it, and Carrie was talking about it, she's like, Chili tends to be a little bit more,
Reserved
active than Bandit is because she's field hockey beast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And then you see her swimming, and you're like, oh gosh, she's going for it. She's going. So, no offense to Bandit in that situation, but I feel like Chili Dog's got a little bit more cardio in her abilities versus our homeboy.
He's got his squash. He's got his rugby here and there.
Yep.
Oh, that was just in a dream, wasn't it?
He used to play.
It's hard when you get older. I'm sure Bandit's thumbs hurt too.
That's right. See?
We dive in. Grandad can't row though.
No.
This is why you need to rest. This is why you need to eat your pumpkin seeds.
This is the moment that he realizes it.
They're coming to kind of together on this one.
It's cute.
It's nice. We get to the dock.
And Chili's realized she has to go side street on it. She's got to escape the other way.
Exactly. She makes a shortcut. She knows where they're going. Do you think she'll find us? Oh, yeah, this was her favorite place when she was young. So she decides to have a rest.
And they can play. And
Kids
they
can go for a swim. And I'm...
Go ahead. I'll let you do it and try to not break.
It's
go ahead. It's not an easy situation.
Chili sees it and smiles. And she's not... Because I think she was getting ready to chew him out. It's like, what do you think you're doing? Like, you need to listen, you need to rest, but then just sees her kids having a great moment with Grandad. Caught you.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Cute there. Hey, Mom, look at I'm eating my pumpkin seeds. Hooray!
Where did she have the pumpkin seeds when she said that?
They were right on the side of the dock.
Okay, so she's doing the whole thing where her hands are wet and goes up to the pumpkin seeds and eats them. It's not like Bluey's back pocket pumpkin seeds, wet, mushy. Like
Granddad's getting his rest. Hooray. And it's just the tone that she says that.
See? Yeah.
Just having a nice calm sit. I remember when he used to take me swimming here. That was a long time ago. Woo, No, it was yesterday. I took the notes. I took the notes for that part of it before I watched it. It was like, oh, if I just take the notes, I'll be fine. I literally ugly cried for like 30 seconds after that. It just gets it. And it hits me in the feels of just time moves too fast, man. I'm just picturing myself sitting on that dock with grown-up versions of my littlies.
Yeah.
And just because I feel like I'll close my eyes and always see them looking how they look right now.
Here's the way you do it, bud.
Woo!
The way you do it is...
Yeah, you talk for a minute.
Yeah, I will absolutely do that because this is something that I've always just lived in my life is the past is the past. It's always going to be the past. Can you change the past? No. Can you alter the past? No. What I said to you 30 minutes ago in this podcast, I can't fix it. And I can edit that out. But we can't change that. We can't change what happens in the future. What we can have is right now. What happens right now is what matters. You can reflect on the past and appreciate it. But what's really important is saying, hey, Greg, I'm recording a podcast with you right now, and this is really freaking cool. That's what we're doing with our lives. That's what matters. That's what's cool about life. Enjoy it right now, folks. The end. Exactly. Boom. That's the way I live. That's the way I live. Like
live every second.
Sorry.
Live every moment.
Yes.
Count your blessings.
You can't not do that. If you don't do that, then you're wasting not everybody else's time. You're wasting your own time. Boom. That's how Mike lives. So
boom.
There.
Words of wisdom.
Did I get
from
to pivot
the
a little bit for you?
You did.
I'm
but
here
just
for you, dude.
Such a sweet moment.
It really is though. That's the thing is you get to but you appreciate it while you're living that moment too.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly. You don't forget about the past, but you appreciate the now and look on it back fondly.
For sure.
Boom. But this is definitely the one I think as we start to wrap the sucker up. I think this one gets me more than any other episode, and I think
it's sneaky.
It's sneaky good. They're really good at that last 30 seconds, last 10 seconds, just giving that slight tweak that you weren't looking for, just. Going from adult Chili to little Chili, that's
where the first 30 seconds
beautiful.
or the last 30 seconds matter so much when you're trying to set up an episode.
It's love. This one you feel
all of them are
the love. You feel the heart. Whew.
Grandad, folks.
Granddad. We
Do you
did
feel
it times 100.
We did. Absolutely.
We did. But we're not done yet because I need
No.
to know, hey, Mike.
Yeah, dude.
What was your favorite thing today?
My favorite thing, even though we didn't, I mean, we danced around it, and it was the canoe moment where they're just plunging with the canoe and Chili's chasing. But again, it's the greatness of the previous episode we just did, where it was helicopter, where Bingo didn't give two flops, and she was just like, bye, and walked away. And her greatness, her focus on this day was what? Canoeing.
Canoe.
And that's all she wanted, and that's what she got, and she was having a blast. Bingo had a blast of a day, and that made me happy because everybody else is feeling these overarching vibes, and Bingo's canoe. That's mine. Do you have a pivot one if that was not your number one?
That was definitely my number one, so I will pivot.
Sorry.
And I love the canoe, but I will pivot because I have a feeling I'm going to be pivoting my favorite character based on what you just said a minute ago, so we don't say the same thing there, to my favorite moment being our good buddy Maynard. Is aliens. Just Maynard being so out in left field. He's just living his best life. And he just sitting there. It's the aliens. I feel like he's always waiting for the aliens to be there.
He's at the ready.
I think he is.
He's Independence Day.
He's Independence Day guy. He's been once. He's going to go back again. He knows it. It's just a matter of time.
I love it.
So that's the moment I'm taking.
Well, then if that's the case, who's your favorite character?
Okay. Again, pivoting from what I have written down in front of me because I think you're going to say the other M-Dog's name, but I'm going Mort.
Okay.
Granddad.
That's okay.
He has a good flow. He's fun. He's goofy.
We're both going for single versions of
so much heart, and just know it was yesterday. Just melt my soul forever.
And I think that Mort, his next door neighbor, being my favorite, is the balance.
I didn't ask you any questions yet, young fella.
Ask me a question, please.
I don't want to now.
Fine. Hey, Mike. Yeah.
What's your favorite character?
It was Mort. Next door neighbors.
You mean Maynard?
Oh, no. I said Mort twice, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah. I wanted it to be Mort, but I didn't because it's Maynard. It is Maynard.
Oh, you were going to pick Mort?
Huh?
I was
going to pick Maynard, and I just got so sucked into your storyline there that I didn't work it out very well. So it is Maynard. The next door neighbor is hanging out because he is that comic relief in the midst of it. He gives a little bit of levity, and also we don't know for sure if that's where he's been living the whole time or if he's just...
I'm very curious about Maynard because he jumps up again in another episode.
Does he?
He's in Satnav. No, it's not called Satnav. What's that one? Where Jack's dad gets lost.
Really?
Yeah. He's when they stop at the gas station asking for directions. I'm pretty sure we'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure when he's asking for directions, you can make a shortcut through this way.
With the
You
strawberries?
can't make it. Yeah.
Really?
We will.
No. That needs to be better.
Strawberries was a different guy. This is when they stop at the gas station asking for directions, and he asks for the guy who asks for his strawberry.
Mollusk. I don't know.
I'm like 90% sure.
I'm trusting. You know what?
Okay, we'll look it up here.
Together here.
We got like 2 more minutes of this episode. We'll figure it out together.
No, we
after
can't.
I find out how you rank this one.
I need to rank this episode 1 pumpkin seed that I wish you didn't eat like 12 years ago that made you feel slightly yucky because it did not make you big and strong. So I need to take that pumpkin seed back. Greg, how is it possible that we can rank episode 77?
79.
79 we are at right
79,
now.
But...
Is it possible to rank Grandad? Because if you can, how do you?
Well, I'm having to pivot now because for the third time in our
Are we stealing
today,
things together?
Yeah, we just...
Oh, man. We need some...
So I'm going to say, instead of 100 pounds of pumpkin seeds, I'm going to say 100 beautiful memories from our 100 recordings together.
Oh, you're the lamest human being ever. I hate you.
Especially this one right now, because I'm living in the moment.
Oh,
I'm not looking
there he is.
I'm not looking over at you and picturing you 100 episodes younger. I'm picturing you right now, buddy.
Just slap my chest real hard.
Thank you, everyone.
Honestly.
Times 100. We appreciate you. This has been a fun ride. We're not going anywhere. We'll be back again next week with more fun and excitement, but it's plug o'clock.
Choo choo. Wait, that's
Link. linktr.ee/watchingbluey.
Yes.
Merch, Patreon, socials, TikTok.
New merch. New Patreon things.
Yeah.
Guess
Same
what?
old TikTok.
We have new t-shirt. It's been posted. We have new Patreon levels. For $10 bucks, you can actually record an episode with us. Because you know what? We're out there like that, folks.
Yeah.
Whew.
send the likes, send the reviews, all that good stuff.
Gosh.
Any takes, any videos, anything, watchingbluey@gmail.com. Anything to send our way, P.O. Box 2372, Syracuse, New York, 13220.
That's the two bandits watching Bluey.
They like when I sing, not you.
Oh, sorry, kid.
And lastly,
And most importantly, is it for a pumpkin farm? Is it for a canoe shop?
if you
Oh, I got two.
want to go on your own canoeing adventure, go to River Life Adventure Center. And we know where that's located? Again, why can't we have cool places like this in America?
Syracuse, New York.
It is located, and it's obviously in Queensland, at Kangaroo Point Cliff Park. All those words in that sound so happy. I want to go to a kangaroo cliff and point at a park, or some sort of order of those words.
Do you? To go
do.
canoeing?
You can go canoeing. You know what else you can do?
Bungee jumping.
If you went there, I'm assuming this is every Friday night, because that'd be real weird.
Cliff diving.
But you can go to the Friday night Festival Fiesta de Canoe.
Why is their alliteration so strong?
You can have margaritas and go kayaking and canoeing.
Greg, we need to just...
Excursions. You can kayak the Brisbane River. You can learn how to... So many adventure tours. Team building. Function venue. Good for schools. Good for weddings. Want to get married in a canoe? I know you do. Looks like they have mimosas. Not sure about quiche? I'll find out.
Get with them right now.
Riverlife.com.au.
Nailed it. There it is, folks.
I knew I could do it. I knew you could do it. Know how I knew that?
I think you might have a reasoning behind
I knew
it.
because it's got to be done.
It's gotta be done, Greg.